Boy, what's going on? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and we back at it with another Forza Horizon 3 build video. Now, before we get started with today's video, man, I just want to let you guys all know it's auction day, man. So head on over to the Forza Horizon 3 marketplace, and I'm gonna have a whole bunch of my builds that I've been doing on the channel up for auction. I just have too many cars, really, duplicates and like multiples of cars, and I just don't have enough time in my day to drive them all, man. So definitely head on over to the auction house. Let me just show you guys, man. Type search right here, and you should be able to hit at X for advanced and just type in my gamer tag here, Don Squally. That'll bring up all the cars that I do have available for auction, man, and let the bidding commence. And with that being said, man, we do have a request coming. This one's been on the channel for quite a bit, man. I actually had to get the internet back at my place. It just moved, by the way. So we had to get the internet because this is, in fact, a DLC car in Forza Horizon 3. I had no idea, man. So my apologies for the late response on this one, guys. But the Beater 04, Cam TV Gaming, Lucas Childs, EJ Vlogs, Hector Castillo, James Wolf, It's Chris Gaming, Irfan Aswan, Austin Hoppenrath, Pontus Grieve, Minecraft Rocks Gaming, Constapi, Glitzy Pine, Matt O, Evan KKB, Slippery Fellow R33, Ash the Man Games, Old White Wolf, Braxton France Vlogs, and Car Guy Eddie all want to see Gingium's Mazda RX-7, man. Now, I'm really stoked to do this build, actually. I haven't done one of these old school RX-7s in a minute, and the fact that you guys are so stoked about it also makes me, you know, pretty pumped up about this one, man. So let's jump up into the buy car section here. Obviously, we're looking for the Mazda RX-7, and the one in question is this 1990 right here. So we're going to go ahead, buy this bad boy up. Now, obviously, right off of the bat, we're just going to start out with that manufacturer red, even though Gingium's cars manufacture black, I'm pretty sure. But I guess you could say we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. So now that we've acquired the car, it is time to jump into the upgrade shop. Now, I'm obviously seeing that wide body conversion here. Let me know if you guys want to see a wide body RX-7. For today's video, though, Gingium doesn't have no wide body, man, so we're going to have to skip that one. Now, as far as the engine goes, I'm pretty sure it's rocking with the stock Wankel engine, 1.3 liter it looks like. So we're going to be leaving the drivetrain, engine, and all that good stuff the way that it is. Now, I'm also pretty sure that Gingium's just rocking the stock RX-7 body kit. Now, this thing is changing, you know, all the time. Just put on coilovers, wheels. I believe he just did the rear steer delete, which I'm sure is probably going to help with some kind of sideways, how do the kids say, drifting, if I had to guess. But for today's video, we're going to do a race tire compound. And, you know, as it sits right now, we're going to try to get this thing looking as close as possible. Now, like I say, it could change tomorrow and it gets new wheels, a new whole setup, body kit, and everything like that. But as it sits now, this is how it's going to look. So I'm going to skim through a couple of our different wheel options until I find something that matches the RX-7 wheels. Now, I had the opportunity to skim through a couple of wheel options here, and I'm going to go with these Motegi Racing track lights. Now, the wheels that Gingium has on here right now really remind me of an old school Integra wheel, and this is pretty much as close as I think we're going to be able to get for this one. I'm going to upgrade the clutch just for my own, you know, my own personal driving experience. Also going to upgrade the race diff on this one, and as well as the brakes. Things that Gingium has not done yet, but for me and my driving personal, you know, experience in this game, I'm going to go ahead and take care of all that. Everything else we're going to leave the way that it is. And once again, one thing I am going to do is intake and exhaust in an otherwise stock 1990 RX-7. So now that we got all of that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead, save this to the current car. Looks like a $28,000 build, really not that bad. And now that we got that all out of the way, we're going to jump into the tuning section. Now, really, the only thing that I want to do is just slam this thing. Now, Gingium did just get these new coilovers on there, so we want to show our respects to those and, lower this thing just a little bit more than we would have typically. Now, as far as the designs and paints go, very typical paint job on this thing. Like I said, pretty sure we're rocking with the manufacturer black on this one, so we're going to go ahead and install that. And I'm just thinking a light to darkish gray on those wheels is going to be pretty much identical to what we're looking at online here. And with that said, I'm pretty happy with the way that this build's going. So I'm going to go ahead and save that to the current car. Now, one thing that I'm noticing here is Gingium does not have a hood scoop. So I'm going to see if we can actually take the hood scoop off. It does look like we have an option to switch the hood. And that's definitely not the case. So I guess we're leaving the hood scoop on for this build, ladies and gentlemen. But now that we got that all figured out, the only thing left to do is take this thing out on the road, see how it performs. And I can't lie, man. I'm interested to see if this thing will drift now. That sound. Listen to that burble. I haven't heard an idle like that in this game ever, man. Now, for those of you guys who are familiar with the Wankel engines, rotary, designed to rev extremely high. Now, obviously, Honda Civics nowadays, they rev pretty high. The G37s and the G35 up revs, they're revving close to 6 or 8 grand, I should say. But back when this thing came out in the 90s, this was pretty well unheard of. And from people that I talk to that own these rotary engines, they say, like, really, these cars need to be beat on. They just don't perform well in low RPMs. You really need to wind them out, which is what we are going to do today, man. Now, right off of the bat, very stable car. I'm not going to lie. The interior, look at how mint this is, man. 1990s, not a speck of dust on this thing, man. Let's see if we can get some drifting happening here. No, not even enough power to keep the back end swung around. You really got to whip it, man. That red line, man, just screams. Oh, what do we got here? A Lotus? I like the way that sounded. Let's go see if we can get a little race with that guy. Even though this car is definitely not a race car. I mean, it's more so, it's great in a straight line, but it doesn't have any low-end pickup, which really is the issue. And if we're going to be racing this guy on anything other than a straightaway, we might have a problem. But we're going to take it anyways. Let's see what happens. Let's get that race with the Lotus, man. That Elise 111S. Pretty much a fair matchup. The Lotus is a lot newer, but, not a whole lot of power in either of these cars, but both very light. I'm going to cut the inside of this corner a little bit here. He took the outside. Now it looks like it's just going to be a matter of who has more power. You can hear that rotary just winding. Oh, and he's gone. You can hear that rotary winding out way more than the, what was that, the Elise. I don't know. I guess that's the Toyota engine that's in that thing. And we're going off-road just to finish this race, man. You guys would typically never see me take a build like this off-road. It's just not realistic. But to win the race, man, we got to get that guap. So let's take this one back on the road, I think. Does not like to be in this puddle right now. I'll tell you that much for sure. Who wants to see more off-road lowered car builds, man? Let me know down in the comment section. Just banking her off the rev limiter, not even a care in the world. To be honest, I'm kind of liking this one, man. I didn't think that I was really gonna care for this one too much, but yeah, it's not a bad build. Now, really, the only thing that I would want to do with this one, let's fast travel back to the city here. The only thing that I would really want to do with this one is maybe upgrade that turbo so that we're revving just a little bit faster. And I think that would really be perfect. I think that would really wake this car up and definitely make it a force to be reckoned with. But with that being said, I'm thinking we are probably gonna put an end to this video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet, definitely do so. And that's about it, man. So as always, I am your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. As always, this channel really would not revolve without you guys. And we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.